Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this?
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice. Oh no,
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Dolphins on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 86 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Javonte Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 59 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, it's a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, just start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down now, Pollard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They shake, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Pollard going to try the right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Blankenship's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
From the 6. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Miami set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Weber. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 29, Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Weber. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Your score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Tua. Escapes the sack. It's a loss of 14 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's caught left side by Cooks. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Pollard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. This is Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Tua going to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught. 7 yards to pick up there. 2nd down and 3. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Oliver. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film, all that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions that show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Chargers 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to take another shot here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Fuller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Blankenship's kick is good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Here's Oliver. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Second down and 5. Here's Pollard again. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Are you serious, dog?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? They'll set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down now, Pollard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie things now at 19 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll run it with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Oliver.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I love the poise in the pocket right here. Protection, absolutely sensational. And he's able to use that protection to scan the field, make sure his receiver came open, and then deliver a perfect pass. That was beautiful.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Oliver. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 2. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On first down, Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Second and 13. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Fuller. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Shoves him aside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will find Davis. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Ebron caught left side. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. To throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. On the draw, it's Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go in at the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always just...
To a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Blankenship out for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out come the Dolphins now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 27, Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
Miami set to take over. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got some room at the 30. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Going to run again here with Pollard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Pass complete to Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete, Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Quinn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This a long one from 54. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? The answer's pretty evident to me.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, it's just their second win here in 11 tries this season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.